Julia, this one is actually for you. Uh, because I'm a sucker for a little bit of love. I appreciate that. You know, hearts and fire emojis back at you. Now it's not that I need a reason to get back to Dan. This is good. I thoroughly enjoy his X feed, and then I was thinking about it. I also like David Coverdale's X feed, and the first time around, the Here I Go Again got blocked. So I thought we would go Dan VASC, Here I Go Again, Whitesnake cover. But honestly, I picked this because Here I Go Again, running my mouth as always. Been some complicated reactions, and because of your comments, I've been whoa. Been going off in all kinds of directions. It's been kind of interesting, but there's a few things outside of the Dan VASC that you might like as well. The music's pretty good, and the commentary, which you appear to appreciate, and I thank you for, very thick, and as always, there's a Patreon with the over the top stuff, which I'm very slow on loading, so it's not really a solicitation. I appreciate you. I appreciate Dan. I appreciate Whitesnake, even though it's pretty soft for my current tastes. I just got some pictures of my first car, fire engine red Camaro, 71 Camaro, and I promise you this cassette tape played a lot of times. Dan was not singing, Mr. Coverdale was, but the song is still incredible. Before any more ranting, let's get to a little reacting. That's very good. The shirt's good. I'm sold. Yay! It's Dan VASC. Here I go again. Whitesnake cover. There's a winner. My first listen is I'm playing, but I'm not playing. I got a independent film called Murphy's Law. The what I do when I stumble across my first dead body. And then it was a discussion about Murphy's Law. Don't talk about never. If you haven't had a flat tire in 20 years, you don't really want to discuss having a flat tire. There's sort of laws in the universe that'll teach you to, make that happen. And the dude's like, hey, I should never say I've never seen a dead body. And then some goofy stoner falls down a hill and dies, and they're like, wow. It was stupid, but it was fun. And I like Dan's take better. I'm not good at it, but I like his take better. To drive that joke home, it turns out if I shut up, then I can't do anything. And golly, gee whiz, Willikers, Batman. I know I just listening is not enough. It's just not enough. It's not enough. But I now digress. Fuck that. Rage.
Hey, my friend.
Wait, hail. Oh, okay. First, to answer that question, a lot of the Man-O-War stuff is on the channel. Julia. Let's see. 30 reactions to Dad. Nightwish. Probably the Man-O-War stuff was earlier. Man-O-War, Blood of My Enemies. I'm a big, really, really enjoy Man-O-War. It's a great band. Now, I stomped on his moment long enough. I am very interested. And then I will justify my joke one more time before I listen to Dan. I don't shut up on reactions, but I did work a 9-day stretch before I drove my dad to Florida, fixed up his place, flew home, and worked yesterday and tonight. So I do think I might really align with the sentiment on his attire. And but because I've kind of walked alone on my lonely street of dreams most of my life, you don't know nothing about that. It's not like a podcast thing. I really know what I'm doing. You didn't get to see all the rest stops I went to. That dog had to. Never mind. Dan?
Hey, my friends. As you can see, I'm wearing my Dance Law t-shirt today. This is my favorite model. V-neck, it's a little bit more slim. It has the sleeve a little bit high to show those guns. That's right. And allow me to remind you that pandemics or not, the dance law is still on. Stop acting with your emotions. Start acting with your mind. Don't guide yourself based on what you see on the...
Oh, Dad. Now I just am guilty, Dad. I was guilty of letting my mind lead to my heart to emotional, righteous anger generator. It happens now and then. But I do need to hear this kind of sentiment more often and then apply it in my actual day-to-day life. So, Dan, sorry to interrupt.
To show those
but he was, it was a gun show there for a second. So I was like, and trust me, I'm old. Maybe a rusty 22.
That's right. And allow me to remind you that pandemics or not, the dance law is still on. Stop acting with your emotions. Start acting with your mind. Don't guide yourself based on what you see on the mainstream media. Find the fact.
Oh, it's old. It's so stood the test of time. I'm so glad we're not here just to listen to music. Now, hi, if you're not the commenter, and I'm not doing this one kind of just for you, I'm sorry, I'm not really stepping over Dan. He's a hell of a singer. I really enjoy his content, but he won the day again by stepping back and realizing that this is, pandemics or lockdown strength shit. And we just learned, because I dig the hell out of my X feed, and I was indicting this piece of shit just earlier. I think it's the cause of a lot of harm. But my X feed turned out to be 100% reality. So much so that it's evident all around the place and is striking critical blows to the mainstream media. I think that's funny. That's effing hilarious. Now I wonder why I follow his content. And I love and respect. But the music is second already. I think I said it at the beginning when I first fell across the attitude behind the vocal skills. Wow! Thank you. Thank you for getting me back. I didn't have a reason, right? You are the real reason, so I thank you. I appreciate you and the time and comments and everything. But Dan wins the day again. A little I can't argue with that trophy for sure.
Not. The dance law is still on. Stop acting with your emotions. Start acting with your mind. Don't guide yourself based on what you see on the mainstream media. Find the facts and the info that you need by yourself. Do your own research, check your own numbers, check your history. We've been through this before, and here we are. Relax. And for the love of God, shut up and do something. Those are still available on the represent.com/store/DanVASC. I appreciate your support. Now, very exciting news. Next week.
Okay, now this is pretty old, so, at a certain point it does fall apart on us.
This is very exciting. Next week, it will be 10 years from my very first YouTube video. That means my channel will be 10 years old. Next week. This is very exciting. I'm preparing something very special for you guys. This is a great time to...
I'm looking about when this came out, then his statement there, and then what a grind. Good for him. Because, I mean, he's got... I just watched him talk to some pretty interesting people, and, I mean, I would say that his take, whether you appreciate it or not, is consistent. Valid for him, which I double respect. So, oh yeah, and this part's dated.
Very exciting. I'm preparing something very special for you guys. This is a great time to hit that bell notification if you haven't done so yet. Boy, my life was a lot different when I recorded that first video. The video sucks, by the way, but it's still there if you want to check. As you guys know, I'm all about music that gives you power so you can have yourself an epic day. Here's a playlist that will accomplish just that for you. See you there.
Nice. Oh, sorry. I was getting lost, when you're on that lonely road, walking all alone, sometimes you get lost. I'm all just playing. Now, I hope this was actually a little bit enjoyable. Julia, I appreciate you. I will answer one of these with a link to the Dan VASC playlist. And then enjoy. I do appreciate it. I mean, wow. A long ride on a short pony. I'm mostly right. All opinions for entertainment purposes only. Some jokes land, some jokes fail. But most of it's just trying to be a sense of humor to buffer the, let's just say, harsh reality of existence. Because I'd rather have fun. Even if the ship is sinking, I gotta safely get a couple people to the lifeboats. I don't gotta be miserable as I do that. A positive attitude will help. I'll rescue more people that way. Metaphorically, of course. I'm not really much for boats either. Boats, bridges, planes. It's been a rough week. Later.